Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no days. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side bad jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, no say gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated ultras, Rio Fern, Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time.
I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look lean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck, yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. Look. Alright, know what it is, man. Smash that like, let's subscribe to the page. Everybody get straight to the grab that copy and roll with it, man.
Yeah.
What y'all know about the cyber attack in my
guarantee? E&E.
I told y'all, man.
2020 got me seeing
Smash
so
that like,
clear.
let's subscribe to the page, man.
Put your boy shit.
Everybody
Y'all some glitch. We cool niggas. This is the cool.
Major.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planet trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My foot was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers be companies. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Being so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. Any clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my
We on
element.
the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe brain, I'll be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What's good, man? What's popping? Man, listen here, man. It's going down in my city, man. You know, it's not surprising to me, you know, that everything that's happening in my city is happening at the time it's happening. How y'all doing tonight, man? By the way, everybody out there tapping in. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody in the clouds tapping in, you know. What's going on with you? How you feeling? How you doing? What it do? What it be? You know? Monday night we here. How many of y'all heard about this? Let me put it on the screen for y'all, man. Because this made national news right here. What y'all know about the cyber attack that happened in my city a couple of weeks ago? About 2 weeks, going down there 2 weeks ago now. You know? Crazy stuff, man. Wild stuff. Crazy, wild stuff. Now, on top of that, Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1 for covering the story, man. Rest in the essence, you know, to the young lady, Takia Young, who unfortunately lost her life due to the interaction with the police out there in Blendon Township, man. Let me tell y'all something about Blendon Township, man. Blendon Township is not a place where you want to be, you know, on any type of stuff like that. Let me just say that. Yeah, man. It's a sad situation, you know, and unfortunately, I get the feeling that this guy is going to get away with this, you know, and it's very sad. It didn't have to go that way, but it did. So, you know, we're going to leave it in the Most High's hand. We're going to leave it in Yeshua's hands, man. You know what I'm talking about? Justice will be served either way it goes. You know what I mean? So, rest in essence to young Takia Young. Rest in essence to the young lady. You know what I'm saying? But this situation right here is wild. You know? Because we still having residual effects of this in the city right now. And y'all remember I just did this, man. They got them devices that people can have on them that could trick your phone into thinking it's a cell mass tower, but it's not. And then it's sync and link all your information to it, and they can just cipher all money out of your account and everything, man. Empty all your accounts and everything. This is a fallout result of what that CrowdStrike situation was, which this was a part of. I keep telling y'all, in my city of Columbus, Ohio, we have Google here. We have Facebook here. We have Amazon here. We have Intel here. We have L Brands here. And I can keep going. Right? We got lots of multi-billion-dollar companies with corporate offices right here in my city or within the vicinity thereof, on the outskirts, in places like New Albany, in places like Dublin, you know. And I'm telling you right now, man, this thing had to fall out all across the country. Oh, gee, what's happening, man? This thing had a domino effect fallout throughout the whole country. And it started here in Columbus, Ohio. Now, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, that they allow stuff like this to happen. I told you they be having hella contingency plans put together, and through a process called PRS. How many of y'all know what PRS is? Or better yet, let me ask y'all this. All right. How many of y'all know who this guy is? Well, not this guy, but how many of y'all know who this guy is on the screen? This pudgy looking like a white guy right here, but he ain't no white guy. You know, he ain't no white guy. Let me just tell you that. That's the mayor of my city, Andrew Ginther. You know. More on him on another day, right? But yeah, this cyber attack spawned in Columbus, right? And spread across, you know, the United States. And I heard it even fell out in Canada as well, too. I want y'all to know that the smart grid is here. And in order for it to come in full fruition, it needs our permission. He said thought that was the Penguin. Nah, that's Andrew Ginther. He the mayor of Columbus. Yeah, he's a you. All right. But not the Hasidic or Sephardic kind. He's the Khazarian kind. The fake you. You dig? Like I said, more on him on another day. He's very crooked, very corrupt. This situation that spawned from my city is a very serious situation. I just want to let y'all know that. I've been kind of looking into this, and notice this is a part of a lot of other contingency plan schemes going on right now. And when we see stuff like this happen in the open, it's not something that's happened for a reason. And when we hear about these things happening, I want y'all to know that we're hearing about it because it's got to a point to where the unintelligent artificial intelligence is in control. Right? Whenever we hear about things like what happened with Sony, y'all remember what happened with Sony a couple years ago? Y'all forgot about that? Y'all remember what happened with Sony a couple years ago? Sony Movie Studios? Hey, this smoothie I made tonight, y'all, man. This smoothie I made tonight is good. You never guess what my secret ingredient I put in it is. And it's good, too. I know you remember OG. My man OG always be up on game, man. Y'all remember what happened with Sony Studios? All right. Whenever we hear or whenever things like that make it public, I want y'all to know that means that things is getting so out of control to where there's certain things that they can't prevent from going public, which means they're not in control. Which leads me to know that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is becoming in control. Now, when I say in control, y'all, I don't mean complete in totality. I mean as far as technology-wise go. Remember what I always tell y'all, man. The unintelligent artificial intelligence cannot create. It cannot innovate. It can only manipulate, duplicate. Which means what, OG? Which means what, OG? You know, it can't create or innovate. It can only duplicate and manipulate, which means what? God damn it. I'm up ready for war discipline like the military. I said Morpheus told Neo, when you're ready, you won't have to, man. What y'all know about that, man? Yeah, though, man. You know, I just had to have a little moment real quick, man. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta let the unintelligent artificial intelligence know that we ain't scared, nigga. Right? And always remind it of what it is, just in case it forget. Right? But all that stuff you see when it be made public, like what happened with Sony, what happened in my city, the CrowdStrike situation as a fallout, all of that, and everything else, man, listen. They're coming very normal, man. And it's the reason why they're doing that, y'all. Remember when I talked to y'all about preemptively programming and predictive programming, right? Keep that in mind, y'all. Preemptive and predictive programming. Creating situations, right, that's happening in real time that mimic the very structure of society that is coming in, what they call the the slow but short method. You feel me? And through this preemptive programming, it just slowly breaks the psyche down to be able to make it more susceptible when these things start actually happening in society. Case in point, putting the movie Ready Player One out in 2018. And here we are, 2024, and we have the metaverse among us, upon us. VR games are pretty much normal. Every kid has one. I just did a show where they're last week controlling robots from home in Japan using human brain computer interfacing. And here we are, just a little over 6 years later. Here we are, and you got Musk and you got Zuckerberg, lots more other people, Kurzweil, people talking about the metaverse. We got digital real estate available to be purchased. Like my man OG said, it's a certain versioning of cyber attacks. All this stuff being done to desensitize us, perceptually prepare us to be experiencing the very things that we see in the movies. And that's about as simple as I can make it to y'all, man. You know, so it's not so shocking to the psyche when you start seeing this stuff in actual reality. My man OG say, when something serious such as empty and bank accounts happen, people will not go into a panic because they will be exactly OG. Problem, reaction, solution, PRS, or the Hegelian dialectic. How many of y'all know who George Hegel is? Right? Desensitizing, preemptively programming, predictive programming. Right? This is why I talk to y'all about compartmentalization and breaking down of the psyche and splintering up into different alters, which can all be individually programmed, independent of each other, all housed in the same brain. Where y'all think that come from? That don't come from the Most High. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Where y'all think that come from? That's not how Yeshua designed us, to have 1,000 different psyches, possibly more. What did Yeshua cast out of the man? And this is why I talk so heavy about the unintelligent artificial intelligence, because some years back I realized that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is the digital, holographic, electronic expression of the mind, the frequency of Lucifer, Satan, the devil. You dig? You ever dance with the devil under the pale moon? That sound wild, right, OG? Telling y'all, man. It's about to get crazy out here, man. It's about to get wild out here, Jack. But this situation right here, man, is so serious because the implications of the aftermath of it, right? You got all these cybersecurity companies coming out of the blue offering you insurance and offering you package deals with their software on how it can protect you from all this stuff. Understand this, y'all, man. The times we living in is crazy, right? And I'm sitting here telling y'all, and I'm gonna do this as straightforward as possible. All right. Hold on real quick, y'all. My fault, y'all, man. I want y'all to understand the reason why I talk about the stuff I do over here. Y'all, I'm gonna come up too, because it's some serious shit, man. The reason why I talk about the stuff I do, y'all, because like I said, I know what's coming, man. And I don't say that to be cocky or arrogant. I don't say that like I know something y'all don't know or nobody else knows, because there's a lot of people that exactly know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm just one of the few people that actually got the testicular fortitude to speak on it publicly. You know, but what we got coming down the pike, y'all, is very serious, man. It's not a joke. It's not a game. And I want y'all to understand that, you know what I'm saying, going forward, that it would be best if we was united somehow. And I'm not on no peace treat. I'm not on no kumbaya type stuff. I'm talking about as far as like people who you know, people you create relationships with and you get to know and get a bond with. It would be in your best interest to try to invest in doing that as genuinely and using as much discernment as possible, right? Because you just never know when you're going to have to go. And it'd be cool to have somebody who you got some type of relationship connection with to be able to go link up with if possible. Now, I'm talking very, very cleverly. I'm boxing very cleverly with my language. And I know if you're listening to me, you can hear what I'm saying, right? And I'm like I say over here, y'all know, y'all tap in with me. I don't do fear porn over here. We don't do that over here. I'm not over here to try to like make anybody paranoid or panicked, you know. But when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, you know. And I know the real ones know what I'm saying when they hear me say something like that. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. Just make sure you're ready, right? Because you just never know when it's all going to go. Right. But like my brother OG said, the cyber attacks will be happening in such a recurrence that it would take somebody of a critical mind to understand that it's being done intentionally. Right. XL Pro with Hannah, man. You know what I'm talking about? My brother XL Pro in the building, man. You heard about this XL Pro in my city? I'm gonna play some news clip for y'all, man. This is very serious, man. This was just 2 hours ago right here, or 2 days ago. I'll play this for y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Yeah, man, you see it, man. XL Pro, man. I keep telling y'all, man, listen, man. I keep telling y'all that the smart grid is here. I know a lot of people be hearing me say that. They probably think I'm just on some. No, I'm telling y'all, the smart grid is here. I'm not saying that to be slick, like to be. No, I'm telling y'all, it's here. Read 1984. Read Brave New World. I'm telling y'all, man, what's coming. I broke down the 17 sustainable goals, protocols of the UN Agenda 2030. I think that's an award-winning series. I'm about to, I'm gonna package that. I want y'all to understand what's going down, what's coming, man. I keep saying it. Stack 'em, pack 'em housing, human settlement zones, assigned housing, assigned employment, both of which is going on right now to some degree. A social credit system, universal basic income or global income, global minimum wage. It's all here. If not actually happening right now, in the makings of and talks of being made to happen. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And as more as this stuff unfold, it's my duty to keep doing what I do. I absolutely have to keep doing what I do. Because especially amongst my circle of people, we got to be as informed as possible because we out here doing things and stuff. And I'm telling you, man, they don't be showing us stuff like The Walking Dead. They don't be showing us stuff like The Last of Us. They don't be showing us stuff like that for no reason, man. It's not just entertainment. Y'all remember about Plan 8888? XL Pro, OG. Y'all been rocking with me long enough. Pause. Right? Y'all remember when I did the show on Plan 8888? When I take some videos down, that's going to be one I'm going to leave up. Y'all remember when I did that show? So when people be saying certain things, I'll be like, I don't know, man. They got stuff like this, so, it's a possibility, man. Things like a zombie apocalypse is not that far-fetched. You remember OG? It was fire. People be hitting me up in an email asking me about that show every now and again, man. I guess people be watching it. I get emails from people asking me stuff about that show, like here recently too, in like the past 2 months. I done got like 3 or 4 emails from people asking me about that show. Think about the year like 2010 from like 2020, basically. It was this big thing about zombie apocalypses. A whole genre of movies and TV shows, books, graphic novels, video games. Now think about when I did my show about a year ago called Plan 8888. Y'all go check that show out. All right. But this is Andrew Ginther, man, and he's the mayor of my city. I could just do a whole show on this guy, you feel me, by himself. But this show ain't about Ginther tonight. You feel me? It ain't about Ginther. It's about this cyber attack. And this, what we're about to get to, this group of these so-called cyber terrorists Resita, whatever they call. Let's go. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Ginther, let me tell y'all something, man. Ginther's not a white guy. Look at him, man. Do he like a white guy to y'all, man? I want y'all to understand something. Khazarians don't call themselves white. They don't. Case in point, the Kardashians don't identify as white. Now, if you got ears to hear what I just said, peep game on what I just said. Now let's listen to Mr. Ginther.
It is safe to assume that other information, personal identifiable information, will be out there.
Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther today saying the city is still trying to gather exactly what information was exposed on the dark web as a result of a cyber attack on the city. And while the city continues to deal with the fallout of this cyber attack, I was there as Mayor Ginther and City Attorney Zach Klein provided yet another update this morning on how this could be affecting you and me. What do you tell the people of Columbus as the chief executive of this city who feel the city has been untruthful to them?
I accept full responsibility for sharing the best information that I had at the time that was confirmed and corroborated. We learned that information was inaccurate.
Mayor Ginther explaining why Tuesday he told me citizen data was not out on the dark web, something we would later learn wasn't correct. The mayor today conceding investigators don't know what all is out there.
At this point, I can unfortunately say that we will find that more personal information has been accessed or published by these criminals.
One source of data we know is out there is the city prosecutor's database, potentially exposing the information of defendants, victims, and witnesses.
My team will do everything we can within our power to make sure that you feel protected and that you are protected as a victim of crime.
Columbus now expanding its offer of Experian credit monitoring to anyone who shared information with the city or the municipal court system, something Mayor Ginther expects will cost the city millions of dollars.
We think this is the most proactive, thoughtful, best way to protect the people of Columbus.
And you can watch that full news conference on our website, 10tv.com, along with the free 10TV.
Yeah, man. Wild stuff, right? See? Smart Grid is here, man. Ginther said he take full responsibility, but he don't know what happened. That sounds crazy, right? That sounds crazy, right? Look at all these places being affected by this, man.
We have continuing coverage tonight of a story you first saw on 10 TV.
Did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom.
Well, that was the answer we received from the Columbus mayor when we first asked about a ransom attack. And tonight, our Lacey Chris found out a hacker group is demanding nearly $2 million ransom from the city.
Now, that group is called Resita, and it is claiming to have more than 6 terabytes of data from the city. 10 TV's Lacey Chris was first to break this story.
She joins us now live from City Hall with new details about what data was posted on the dark web. Lacey?
Well, the group has given 5 days to pay 30 Bitcoin for the data, or it will be published. Now, I reached out to Mayor Ginther today to ask him for an interview about the ransomware attack. He declined.
The hacker group has released these screen captures of data to prove they have the city's sensitive data and want nearly $2 million for ransom. It shows security camera footage and dispatching information, along with tables of employee data they claim to have.
Are you familiar with the group that has hacked into the city of Columbus?
Yes, Rhizida, as we call them, is a notorious a notorious group, and they have been active since last year May is what we remember. So they have around 100+ victims listed.
Nanda Harikumar works for Falcon Feeds, a watchdog group that collects data from these types of threat actors in order to protect its clients.
Even from the samples what this ransomware group has provided, we are unable to identify what exact data has been leaked from the employee side, but they claim that they have a lot of data about the employees working with the government in the departments. So that could be a big worry, because there could be some kind of personal identification information.
Harikumar says this group is known to target U.S. government agencies. So far, it appears Columbus Police employees' information has been most at risk. Officers say they are getting reports someone has tried to take out bank loans in their names, and they're getting alerts. Their sensitive information is now on the dark web.
There are a lot of people who wants to access this kind of data. So either after a few days, I think it's more, they have given 5 more days of time. If it's not ransom is not paid, for sure they will publish the data.
So what happens now?
So when you get a ransomware demand, what they do is they give you a deadline of when to pay. And if you don't pay, this information on all the dark websites, on public websites. And what it does is it allows other cyber criminals to access your information and use it in ways that they probably shouldn't.
Former FBI agent Brett Hood says it was a good move for the city to immediately contact the FBI. They can search the city's infrastructure to find out exactly what information has been taken and try to arrest the...
Man, y'all got to peep gang, man. Y'all have to peep gang with this stuff, man. Now, this ransomware is not just getting random people stuff. It's getting specific people stuff that work for the city, for the state, or to some capacity in that type of level. You know, whether it be in any other businesses that are connected to the city or the state that all do business with each other contractual wise. The first thing that comes to my mind when this happened is, what is going on in my city that will have Ginther obviously shook, right? And acting like he's lying about that ransom. I don't know. When they asked him, did we pay a ransom? He sounded like he wasn't telling the truth. I don't know. I'm not saying he wasn't, but it sounded like he wasn't. It sounded like he wasn't. But that just could be my opinion. Right? So you got all this information from employees that work for the city. Like, what's going on with these employees, man? What they got going on? What they involved with? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like I said, Ginther acting like he paid that ransom and he ain't telling us. Because it's been way more than 5 days. But I don't interact with the dark web or none of that stuff, so I don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm an honest guy. You know? Let me finish playing this video for y'all.
Criminals. He says these types of investigations usually take quite a bit of time.
The only difficulty that's going to be in these types of cases is that sometimes you need the cooperation of foreign governments. Because if they've got a server overseas, you have to access that legally, and that can take time. So if you expect a quick turnaround in this case, that might not happen. But also, be rest assured the FBI is not going to stop working on this case. So it may take 2 or 3 years for resolution.
So to protect themselves, many Columbus police officers have closed out their current bank accounts, opened up new accounts, and have asked the city to pay them by paper check instead of direct deposit. But the city has said no, they have to get paid through direct deposit.
Listen to that. No, you got to get paid through direct deposit. You have to get paid through direct deposit. You can't even tell them you want a paper check no more. They said, no, you have to get direct deposit. Think about that, man. I keep telling y'all that universal basic income is on the way, man. You feel me? Like, and this is an insult to the intelligence of people like myself, my brother OG, who has the critical thinking ability to see through this stuff, man. Now, granted, at some point, the unintelligent artificial intelligence is definitely starting to take over, but right now they're working in tandem with each other. So if you think they don't know about Reseda or none of that stuff, man, it's something wrong with you, man.
Deposit. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Hold on, let's run that back what she said.
They will publish the data.
So what happens now?
So when you get a ransomware demand, what they do is they give you a deadline of when to pay. And if you don't pay, then they start publishing this information on all the dark websites, on public websites. And what it does is it allows other cyber criminals to access your information and use it in ways that they probably shouldn't.
Former FBI agent Brett Hood says it was a good move for the city to immediately contact the FBI. They can search the city's infrastructure to find out exactly what information has been taken and try to arrest the criminals. He says these types of investigations usually take quite a bit of time.
The only difficulty that's going to be in these types of cases is that sometimes you need the cooperation of foreign governments. Because if they've got a server overseas, you have to access that legally, and that can take time. So if you expect a quick turnaround in this case, that might not happen. But also, be rest assured the FBI is not going to stop working on this case. So it may take 2-3 years for resolution.
So to protect themselves, many Columbus police officers have closed out their current bank accounts, opened up new accounts, and have asked the city to pay them by paper check instead of direct deposit. But the city has said no, they have to get paid through direct deposit. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp.
Right? You have to get paid through direct deposit. I'm telling y'all, man, be on the lookout for more of this stuff starting to happen, man. Right?
New details tonight. The city of Columbus is now admitting the technology issues it was having was a ransomware attack.
You talk a lot about transparency. Why didn't you answer my questions last week when I asked if the FBI was involved and if this was a ransomware attack?
We thought at that point, it was really important for us to gather as much information as possible before we shared this with the public and to also get through a very sensitive part.
Well, 10 TV's Lacey Crisp has been pressing the mayor for answers for a week now.
Yeah, he sat down with her for an interview just a few hours ago. Tonight, Lacey explains the new information we're learning about what was stolen.
Mayor Ginther now admits some city data was taken. Now investigators are trying to figure out exactly what data was taken and how much.
Probably the best way to describe this to the people of Columbus is that there were robbers in the house.
Let me stop this real quick for y'all, right? Now pay attention to the sign behind Ginther's head. Exactly, that's the whole point. They all connected to the same system, man. You can switch as many accounts as you want to. You can have as many accounts as you want to. They're all plugged in and connected to the same system. So, you know, don't let these people fool you, man. Man, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all what's going on, man. They're trying to set us up for the woo. Rest in the essence to my young brother, Pop Smoke. He was bringing the woo, man. He was trying to tell y'all about the woo. Now, look at this emblem behind Ginther. If you pay attention to it. All right. I'm going to break all of this stuff down one of these days for y'all, man.
They tried to lock us out from our own house, but we stopped them.
The city of Columbus had reported a malicious link had been clicked in an email. Now the mayor says a city employee downloaded a zip file that gave hackers access to the city's information and that some data was taken.
They took some valuables, data, and we're in the process of determining the extent and their value of the data before we notify their owners.
He says to prevent more data from being stolen, the city shut down access to external.
So, with that being said, they know who were attacked. Man, I better pay attention, man. They know who were attacked. Or should I say, being targeted. Pay attention to that. Y'all got to peep gang, man. Let's go.
External sources. The FBI, Homeland Security, and the city attorney's office are all investigating who is responsible for the attack.
Did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom, and
pay attention, y'all. I'm about to break this down for y'all. Ginther is lying. He was lying. I keep telling y'all, man. Politicians, man. Politicians. Politicians, y'all. Politics. Politics. This dude Ginther just straight up lied in our face. Let me run that back for y'all.
Did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom.
Did you see how many times his eyes blinked? Let me tell y'all something, man. I know when somebody goddamn in line, man. That boy, listen, when I was a young boy, if my mom was right here, she'd tell y'all this. When I was a young boy, how my mom could tell I was lying, because when I was not telling her the truth, I used to bat my eyes like that, just like he did. Right? And when I first seen this, I said, he's lying. Because I ain't heard nothing else about this in my city, in the newspaper or any of that. You know? Ginther was lying. Right through his goddamn teeth.
All investigating who is responsible for the attack.
Did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom. And, we are really focused on mitigating as much as possible the threat during this ongoing.
Did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom. And
did the city pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom. And, we are really focused on mitigating as much as possible the threat during.
City pay a ransom?
We haven't been asked for a ransom, and
City pay a ransom?
That boy out there blinkety, man. Ginther was cutting them. It was so see-through, man, at least for me. And I keep telling y'all, man, I don't trust none of these people, man. None of them. And the politicians in my state are just as crooked as the ones in y'all's, man. You hear me? I don't think it's an honest one amongst them. It can't be. Knowing what they have to do and knowing who they be connected to and funded by, man. Can't take none of these politicians serious, man. Not even Trump. Right? Let's go, man.
We haven't been asked for a ransom, and we are really focused on mitigating as much as possible the threat during this ongoing event.
Ginther says the city is slowly working on bringing some systems back online, like desktop-based email. He adds they have to be thoughtful about this work to make sure the infrastructure is secure.
We're trying to do our very best to protect our people, our employees, protect the people of Columbus, and obviously their data.
The CAD systems on the laptops and police cruisers and fire trucks are still not working, which is still impacting first responders. In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
I keep telling y'all that the unintelligent artificial intelligence isn't so intelligent, right? Oddly enough, my city, Columbus, Ohio, is the smartest city in America. Right? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Let's see what's to these Reseda people, man. Who are Reseda? Who's Reseda?
In a joint effort, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center have issued a critical cybersecurity advisory about Resider ransomware. This video is sponsored by Stonefly. More on that at the end of the video. Resider, operating as a ransomware as a service model, has been targeting organizations across diverse sectors, including education, healthcare, manufacturing, IT, and government. The attack vectors employed by Resider involve exploiting external-facing remote services like VPNs, the zero-logon vulnerability, and phishing campaigns for initial access and persistence within networks. Notably, the ransom paid is split between the Resider Group and its affiliates. Resider's tactics include leveraging living-off-the-land techniques, such as PowerShell, WMI, Certutil.x, and SchoolTasks.x, to move laterally. The ransomware harvests credentials and encrypts files with RSA-2048 and AES-256 algorithms, appending the Resider extension. Following encryption, ransom notes demand payment. Resider's malicious actors have been observed targeting organizations lacking multi-factor authentication, MFA, and have affiliations with the Vice Society ransomware group. Affected sectors include education, healthcare, manufacturing, IT, and government. Recommended mitigations include a defense in-depth strategy, email filtering, endpoint protection, network segregation, and limiting admin privileges.
See what I just told y'all? Didn't I just literally just tell y'all this? Now we're gonna have all these agencies popping up that's gonna promise you that they can protect you from this and protect you from that. Oh, it was. I hired my people in Cleveland, my people in Zanesville, my people in Toledo, my people in Cincinnati. I got people in Dayton. I got people all over Ohio, Euclid, Worcester. I mean, not Worcester, but Canton. Yeah, man. And here come the tech companies, the cybersecurity companies that promise you if you pay this per month, they can protect you from ransomware like Reseda ransomware. Y'all gotta be able to people play, man.
Keeping software up to date, patching vulnerabilities, restricting Office macros, hardening RDP access, monitoring for unusual processes, and regular offline backups are crucial. In case of infection, prompt isolation of affected systems is advised, and paying ransoms without law enforcement guidance is strongly discouraged. And now, a word from our sponsor. Get a 128 terabytes Veeam, Rubric, and Convol immutable.
See? See what I tell y'all? That's the reason why I played this video. What I tell y'all? Now we got all these companies, these online companies going to be popping up, promising you that they can protect you from this, they can defend you from that. You know, you can proper cloud storage, and it's the cleanest, and prevents you from all the ransomware and the spyware and the ghostware and the spamware and all the viruses and all that shit, man. That sounds like a take what's yours and sell it back to you. Yeah, that's exactly. They just sit up there, I'm gonna put it in street time for some of you dudes, man, right? And sit up there, you feel me? Your little mans and they'll help you hustle the pack. You know what I'm saying? You tell them like, listen, man, I got this pack. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help me move it. I'm gonna cut y'all in. We're gonna come up, we're gonna eat, blah, 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 blah. They help you come up with the pack. You feel me? Help you get the bread. You know what I'm talking about? And you're messing them like, listen, man, I gotta connect, man. You know what I'm saying? We can get something for this. And you like, bet. This your man's and then whenever you came up, you ain't thinking no crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You fucking go get the brick from the homie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas run in and rob you and shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? And then your homie tell you, but your homie who sold you the brick had your little mans and them set you up. Right? So they took the brick from you. You feel me? Now you owe the big homie, the plug, because he fronted you another brick because when you got robbed. So now you owe down twice. And he probably gave the little homies like 5 bands a piece or some shit like that. Yeah. That's what this is right here. 128 terabytes for $10 a month. But when you actually go sign up for it, it's going to be a certain amount of that. And you got to pay a lump sum or some crazy stuff like that. You got to be able to peep the play, y'all. You have to be able to peep the play. You know? So we cannot allow the unintelligent artificial intelligence to outthink us, man. You know, we got to be responsible, man, and vigilant. You know? Responsible and vigilant going forward. And they make it more difficult for us to not interact with each other in the way we do over the internet. Notice all the analog ways of communication are being slowly phased out. You don't see payphones anywhere anymore. Right? Think about the last time you see where you see a payphone at? In the airport? Maybe. When the last time you remember seeing a payphone? There's some kids who don't even know what a payphone is. You know, what y'all know about that, man? How many of y'all that sit up there and just realize you ain't never thought about that? When the last time you sat up there and seen a payphone? Right? When the last time you remember seeing a payphone, man? When the last time you used a payphone? Madness, man. 2010. Oh, G said he ain't seen one since 2010, Jack.
A ransomware group called Reseda is now taking credit for the major ongoing network outage at Lurie Children's Hospital. And a post on the dark web.
See, they spread, they hitting the whole Midwest up. He said inner cord was cut. They 5 months ago they hit Chicago. P-game, man, let's go.
Appears to be asking for millions in exchange for stolen information. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey joins us live with what cybersecurity experts can tell us about the group and the possible attempt to sell the data on the dark web. Megan.
Erica, today, Lurie Children's Hospital would only say they are aware that Reseda is claiming the attack, but would not give details beyond that. But a post on the ransomware gang Reseda's data leak site appears to make the terms pretty clear.
Here's the Reseda post advertising a price of 60 Bitcoins, which is equivalent to about $3.4 million in exchange for exclusive, unique, and impressive data. It even gives an ominous time frame of 7 days on the clock.
It's because they haven't been able to negotiate or negotiations failed.
Cyber threat intelligence expert Jason Baker says this is either a sign that the group has not successfully made contact with the Streeterville Children's Hospital or negotiations have not been fruitful.
Reseda publicly makes a big to sell the data to whoever will take it first.
Baker said Reseda is known for making that sale of data public, unlike other ransomware groups that do it secretly. Lurie's network has been down since January 31st, causing major disruptions to its regular operations since then. What about that 7-day warning in the post?
At the end of that, they'll have either sold the data or they'll post it publicly for download.
An August bulletin published by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services warned that Reseda has become more active and appeared to be focusing on the healthcare sector. While the recent takedowns of groups like Lockbit have at least temporarily disrupted some bad actors, Baker says he and other experts are anxiously waiting to see if it will be enough of a deterrent.
I think it will deter the largest and most impactful groups from being as prolific as they may have been over the last year.
And today, Lurie said again that their investigation remains ongoing and active. And as for that 60 Bitcoin or $3.4 million figure, Baker says that's really high in his experience, or as he put it, aspirational. In the newsroom, Megan Hickey.
Hey, man. Listen here, man. These cyber attacks ain't no joke, man. Y'all got to understand our entire livelihood is connected to these computer systems, man. You got to think about the ramifications for stuff like this, man. Especially if your brother was money tied up wirelessly. A lot of y'all doing real good for yourselves out there, man. I'm telling y'all, man, they're about to do it. They're about to do over here in America what they did over there in Cyprus. when they did the bail in, Barack Obama gave us the bail out, but over there in, you know, over there in the Mediterranean, they had to bail in. In Greece, they had to bail in. Now, what y'all know about that? Right? It's crazy, man. This stuff right here is when it's getting on a whole nother level, man, because, you know, this is setting that precedent for all this cyber stuff going on. They're hacking. We got terrorist hackers group. Remember, I told you the internet is going to be used as the main source to spread ideologically based violence, violent radicalization, and homegrown terrorism. HR 1955. The use, planned use, or threatened use. This is a clear-cut case of. I rest my case, man. This is straight 19 or HR 1955 stuff right here. Oh man. Once they start actually trying people for this stuff, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Once they start trying people in courts or tribunals for this stuff, man, can only imagine what type of society we're gonna be living in by then, man. It's gonna be wild, man. Sets the precedent for a situation like Judge Dredd. Man, y'all better peep game, man. Let's go, man. Listen to another video, man. Listen, man. The smart grid.
In a joint effort.
Right? The smart grid is here, man. You know? They got all this stuff on here, man.
Now, breaking news from NBC4.
The city of Columbus is now facing a lawsuit over the ransomware attack that stole private city information.
And that lawsuit from 2 Columbus police officers who say the city failed to protect their data. NBC4's Isabel Cleary has been pushing city leaders for answers.
And she just spoke to an attorney representing these 2 officers. Isabel, what have you learned?
Colleen, Carey, a class action lawsuit has been filed against Columbus, but it is representing all Columbus City employees. However, the lead plaintiffs are 1 Columbus patrol officer and 1 undercover officer. This comes 1 day after the ransomware group Reseda publicly posted more than 200,000 files of city data, including desktop folders and city databases. The claim that is only half of what they have. Columbus had to cut its internet less than 3 weeks ago due to the attack. Nearly all requests I've made to get information directed me to Mayor Andrew Ginther's office. They have consistently told us they cannot say much to protect the ongoing investigation. Current and former city employees tell me they are not getting answers either and are worried about their information and bank accounts. We told you at least 12 Columbus police officers said their bank accounts were compromised. The city will not confirm if this is connected. This lawsuit accuses the city of failing to protect highly sensitive data regarding city employees and the public at large.
Our case is that the city
primarily was negligent in their handling of the personal information of its employees. And that negligence resulted in that information getting out to be stolen and then eventually get out into the public.
Local police union leaders sent me a statement saying in part that they expect other unions to direct their members to this lawsuit. Again, I reached out to the mayor's office multiple times today. And again, they said that there is no new information to report and they cannot comment on pending litigation. Local for you, I'm Isabel Cleary, NBC4.
Isabel, thank you. And all this week, I've been touching base with employees in about a half dozen different city departments, getting their feedback and checking to see if anyone has received the promised instructions for signing up for credit protection.
Right.
So far, only one of my sources received that security letter in the mail from the city. One source told me today no one in his entire department has received the letter, and they are all worried and checking their credit daily. And just this morning, he says one of his coworkers discovered a fraudulent attempt to take out credit, sign up for credit cards in his name. Luckily, he was able to stop it.
Man, here it is. I'm telling y'all, this is the beginning. This is how this stuff starts, man. You feel me? Next thing you know, they're gonna be telling us, man. Yeah, man. So much of this stuff is going on, man. You know, everybody's just gonna have to get the same amount of money, man. You know what I'm talking about? All this cyber attacks going on. We're gonna have to monitor the internet more. We're gonna have to have more access to your privacy, right? In exchange for security, you gotta give up privacy, man. We are watching the emergence of the ministry. I told y'all the ministry of truth, man. I hope y'all don't think I'll just be saying that stuff because I read the book 1984 so much, man. We watching the emergence of the ministry of truth online. We watching it, we witnessing it. It's happening right in our face. And the worst part about it is we being tricked into making it happen. Because we want to protect our security in a system that's not even secure. The structure of the system ain't secure at all. It ain't designed to be secure. It's designed to do exactly what it's doing and to allow what can happen to happen. Right? All these hackers and stuff. That ain't by no happenstance. You know, this is all strategic, man. You gotta be able to peep the game, man. And don't let these people play on your top. Pause, as y'all say. Nowadays. Don't let them play on your top. Right? All this stuff is connected. And make it seem like it's separate, like it's some group of, man. Where do you think they learned it from? Where do you think they learned it from, man? Where do you think the hackers learn how to hack from? This is crazy, man.
QD details at 6 about that cyber attack that's shutting down some city services for Columbus. We now know the hackers claim to have uploaded access to surveillance video, building information, and personal information of employees to the dark web. One hacker watchdog group saying that the hackers posted online claiming they have 6.5 terabytes of data. That is enough to hold more than 42 million documented pages. The website claims the deadline for the city to pay ransom of $2 million is now extended to midnight tonight.
The city of Columbus admitted they disconnected the city from the internet to protect more data from being taken. That was back on July 18th. And today, many questions still remain.
Yeah, it's a story our 10 TV's Lacey Chris first broke and continues to push the city for answers tonight. She explains how one expert believes the city plans to solve the issue.
The hacker group claims they have already published 45% of the data it stole from the city and says it will publish more if the city doesn't pay 30 Bitcoin or $2 million in ransom by midnight tonight.
The city of Columbus has been crippled since at least mid-July when technology experts realized the city's infrastructure was under attack. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther said in an earlier interview he made the decision to disconnect the city from all external communications on July 18th. Since then, the hacker group Ricida has claimed responsibility for the ransomware attack.
We believe that there should be some negotiation happening.
The group claims they have made public 45% of the city's data.
Today, they claim that partial 40% of the data was leaked, but it was a fake claim because we tried to access that data. The portal was not working, the link was not working. So they were doing some negotiation of it could be threat tactics what they are playing with the city of Columbus.
Ginther's office confirms they are aware of the claims that data has been published and the links are broken, but would not comment any further about possible negotiations. Several Columbus police officers have said their bank account information has been compromised, and there have been attempts at taking out loans in their names. The Fraternal Order of Police say a dozen police officers say money was taken from their bank accounts. The city has offered credit monitoring to all employees. I asked Falcon Feed's watchdog group's Nanda Harikumar why the group would extend the deadline by 20 hours. He said one tactic could be to threaten the government in hopes of getting others to pay. He says they may also have another motivation.
The attackers love to create drama. So that is also another reason this could happen. So they create a lot of drama. They really request a lot of attention.
I asked Mayor Ginther for an interview about this cyber attack. He declined, citing the open investigation by the FBI and Homeland Security. In Columbus, Lacey Chris, 10 TV News.
Seeing city leaders tell us so far they have no evidence that any of that data has been published yet. However, the situation is still unfolding.
That's that dude right there. Go to my same barber, Mr. Pringles, the barber. My brother cut dude hair right there. You know what I'm saying? You see, he stayed crispy. He stayed crispy. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Pringles, the barber, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is crazy, right? The foreign pretty boy, right? Is similar things going on out your way? Oh, Brownie, what's good, Brownie? My girl, my baby Brownie in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Brownie in the building. What's up with your baby girl? Is this happening? Hey, Brownie. Hey, Brownie. What's going on out there in Chicago with the cyber attack that happened out there not too long ago? Didn't y'all have a cyber attack out there too? Y'all did, Brownie? Y'all had a cyber attack out y'all's way not too long ago, right? Is that you asking me a question, Brownie? You ain't know? You want to hit to it? Or should you hit to it, you just didn't know it was a cyber attack? So they catch it too quick on the West Coast and Silicon Valley out that way, huh? Yeah, that stuff happened out this way, man. Ginther should have went ahead and paid that $2 million. Now that in Chicago, something similar happened out here, but they just hit a hospital out there though in y'all's way. a hospital out there. I can't remember. It was called Lurie Hospital. Was hit by the same group, Reseda. Their medical records for all the patients and employee information. Yeah, they hit the children's hospital, Lurie. They had a security data breach, and the Reseda people, they charged them $3.2 million, Brownie. They only tried to hit us in Columbus for $2 million. They hit y'all up in Chicago for $3.2 million. My bad, they wanted $3.4 million. I'm telling y'all what they doing, man. I'm telling y'all what they doing. He should. Brownie said, "I need me a hacker back." Listen here, Jack. You feel me? I keep telling y'all what's going on, man. The smart grid is here, man. Social credit system on the way. This is too much. I keep telling y'all about HR 1955. And I'm going to keep speaking on this, y'all, because I want y'all to understand this, man. I want y'all to understand how serious HR 1955 is. Excuse me. And I want y'all need to understand how important this is, man. What you say to former pretty boy? He said, I ain't seen Brownie in a minute. I can't go to Plat Channel no more. to Plat Channel. What's that? What's Plat Channel? Brownie over there getting into all kinds of rigmarole, man. I tapped into Brownie show the other night. She's sitting over there verbally chastising niggas over there. Oh, Platinum Elite. I don't know nothing about no Platinum Elite. Nah, but Brownie was over there verbally she was over there verbally eviscerating niggas. Brownie always got something going on. Brownie sitting over there. I was sitting there listening to that shit. Brownie weak as hell. Like, man, y'all niggas man doing all this shit on YouTube. Y'all ain't getting no goddamn money, man. Going back and forth with these chicks, man. Brownie, man, we gotta do another show together, Brownie, man. We gotta do another show together, Brownie, man. You know? Brownie was over here letting them niggas have it a couple days ago. I was weak. You can tell Brownie was raised by some niggas, man. Hey, hey, we gotta do a show, Brian. We gotta do it on your page now, because we already did it on mine. We gotta do it on your page. Hey, Brownie sat up there and told them niggas, I ain't trying to be with you niggas. Rowdy sat up there and said, I ain't trying to link up with you niggas. I ain't trying to come together and do no kumbaya shit with none of you niggas, man. I'm here for me. And only people that fuck with me. I was crying like hell nah. I was crying. Oh man. It's some sucker ass niggas on this here YouTube shit, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. You hear me? One thing I noticed about YouTube, and this is why I just do what I do. Because it's a lot of fuckery on here, man. I'm a grown ass goddamn man. You hear me? Niggas was cornballs and lames in high school and vicariously living through avatars on YouTube now. You lame ass niggas out here, man, sitting here letting girls verbally crucify y'all and shit online. President answer to my niggas simple, man. Y'all out here letting these chicks verbally crucify y'all online. Niggas are some suckers, man. They say they be trying to YouTube gangbang and I don't gangbang online because if motherfuckers that gangbang in real life, leave me out of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of none of that. I keep telling y'all about HR 1955. One thing you don't want to do. Now, let me be very clear on what I'm about to say, y'all, man. Because, you know, I tell y'all got to box cleverly with y'all language. Now, be very clear on what I'm about to say. I'm not saying don't hang out with people. I'm not saying don't associate yourself with groups or individuals or organizations. I'm not saying that. But what I am going to say is you better be careful and very, very, very wary, mindful of who you do hang out with, organizations, individuals, groups of people. You better be very mindful of that. Because it ain't up to me to tell you what you can or can't do or shouldn't do. But you might want to be mindful of who you associate yourself with. And when I say that, meaning understand that associating yourself with other certain type of people to whatever extent you do, you got to be able to understand and be able to see and realize, is that a relationship that you are willing to take the scrutiny of being involved with? Are you willing to take the scrutiny that's going to come with that connection with that person? Because it can necessarily be from a person who you don't really interact with like that, but you might get a lot of flack from messing with that person, though. Is you prepared for something like that? And I just want y'all to think about that moving forward, man, as we go into these even more digital spaces, soon to be holographic, submersive spaces. Y'all need to go read HR 1955, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. It'd be so crazy that my peoples don't understand what's going on out here, man. And I'll be sitting up here talking to certain people. And, you know, it's like the worst type of people to try to have a conversation with about actual rational stuff is educated people. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's why, hey, Brownie, man, I ain't going to lie. I was sitting in the clouds listening, but I was feeling everything Brownie was saying. You know what I'm saying about? And that's exactly why I don't do a lot of stuff that I could possibly be involved with on this goddamn YouTube, man. I'm just here to do what I do, and that's it. You feel me? And I'm good. You feel me? I'm in a real good space right now. You hear me? You know, I'm just falling back and being patient. You know, you be so thirsty to just. You know what I'm saying, Brownie? I know you noticed this, Brownie. People just be so thirsty to just get popping on YouTube. It's so thirsty to get popping. Like I want 100,000 subscribers and YouTube the four pretty boy. YouTube. Oh, and let me tell y'all something about this list that the four pretty boy. Let me tell y'all something. Oh, there are lists. Please don't believe that they're not. Oh, there are. Trust me. It's just about if you can find out how and if you are on one. Now, when y'all think about HR 1955, man, I want y'all to go study this, man. I don't be just saying this because I've done it and I think I'm telling y'all need to go read this shit. Let me get the former pretty boy say been on this for years now. You too. You feel me? If they want me, come get me. How the fuck they gonna take me? Y'all got my real niggas with me and we riders. Huh? Remember what I always tell y'all, man. Moving forward, going forward. The unintelligent artificial intelligence is not real. It cannot create. It cannot innovate. Once you understand what I mean when I say that, you will go to sleep real cool at night. You'll be good. Your energy is up. You know what I'm saying? You're drinking your water. You hitting the gym. I went to the gym today. It was beautiful. I can't wait to get off of work tomorrow and go to the gym. You know, I'm talking about, I just sit up here and drunk one of the best smoothies that I done made. I ain't going to tell y'all what the secret ingredient is because you wouldn't even believe me. Right? And the reason why I'm having this show is not so much to showcase it on my city, right? Yeah, man. G-stalking is real, man. You feel me? I think I did do a show on G-stalking, man. You know what I'm saying? T.I. is real, man. And I ain't talking about the rapper. See, we got to box cleverly with our language, man. We got to box cleverly. I said T.I. is popping, and I'm not talking about, goddamn it, what's his name? What's my man's name? Clifford's, what's T.I.'s name, man? Goddamn it, I can't remember his name or that fast, man. But I ain't talking about the rapper. You dig? You gotta box cleverly with your language. Yeah, Clifford Harris. My fault, that's in it. My man Clifford Harris. Right? I'm about to start calling these rapper dudes by their rap names. I'm about to start calling them by their government names. This dude, Clifford Harris. Right? I ain't talking about Clifford Harris when I say T.I. is popping. You did? Telling instantly, yeah, that's what T.I. stand for. Right? Let's just say, yeah, that's what it stands for right there. Right? I'm trying to think if I did a show on T.I. Now, I know I've done a show on T.I. the rapper, but I wonder if I've done a show on the T.I. that I'm talking about. Right? Right? Y'all need to go study HR 1955. Right? I'm telling y'all, man, you want to be familiar with this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they start having tribunals here in a minute and having this commission having hearings in these cases that's about to start coming up to see if you are guilty of spreading ideologically based violence, if you're violently radicalizing people, or if you are yourself or attempting to make others a homegrown terrorist. Right? Now think about this situation right here with Reseda. Reseda is allegedly a ransomware, spyware, hacking group. If it is a group, maybe it's unintelligent artificial intelligence. Maybe it's a ploy bot being used by some governmental agency for some type of agenda. Who knows, man? Right? But let's just keep it surface level and say that Reseda is a online cyber terrorist organization. Right? Let's just say that they're that, for example, right there, right? They are violently radicalizing people. They're spreading ideologically based violence because they are planning to use, threatening you to use, right, force or violence. So that will make them homegrown terrorists. And I want y'all to understand, right, how this so-called organization, Reseda, allegedly is bringing in, right, the very legislation of what I'm talking about. And if you go to the findings in HR 1955, what you're going to find, right, you're going to find this right here. The internet has aided in facilitating violent radicalization, ideologically based violence, and the homegrown terrorism process in the United States by providing access to broad and constant streams of terrorist-related propaganda to United States citizens. So I want y'all to understand that when legislation like this gets passed, right, this is basically putting a mirror up to the government, man. The internet has aided in facilitating violent radicalization, ideologically based violence, and the homegrown terrorism process in the United States by providing access to broad and constant streams of terrorist-related propaganda to United States citizens. So you have to ask yourself, if this is so, if the government finds that the internet is basically the main tool being used to spread ideologically based violence and violent radicalization, both of which they want to eradicate, why give us so much free access to it? They're criminalizing and weaponizing the very thing that they're selling to us. I'll tell y'all, man, we're being synced and linked to the smart grid. Y'all don't even understand how this is happening. And you know, I sit back and I'll just be thinking to myself, like, God damn, man, this stuff is speeding up, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Homeland Security tribunals, man, people being charged with violating HR 1955 or being called to court under HR 1955 protocols. You're guilty of spreading ideologically based violence. That's what all these cyber attacks is about, man. It's about creating an exact situation to where the people say, this can't keep happening. This can't keep happening. Our money is being compromised. Our personal information is being compromised. We need protection. What are you going to do about it? Oh, what are we going to do about it? And therefore giving them the permission to impose upon us the very system and structure that you hear me talking about. Pure Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution. How many of y'all know who George Hegel is? How many of y'all know who George Hegel is? We about to get up out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man. You know, I meant to drop the link, but I looked at what time it is. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to end the show. Listen, man. Rest in the essence to Kia Young. You know, that young sister did not have to lose her life like that. I remember when that happened last year, man. And the only thing I could go to my mind was, why was she in there pregnant, stealing alcohol? That's the only thing that came up. Like, you could come up with a whole bunch of reasons, but come on, though, man. This ain't no excuse for it, man. Now the unborn baby is gone. The year passed. The other little boys would look like, you know. Rest in the essence, man. Seriously, man. And tomorrow night, y'all know how we do it, man. E&E Sports Tuesday. Football season about to start back up. NFL season about to start back up. Had a couple preseason games. We seen them 49ers sit up there and spank them Saints yesterday. Then we're going to the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to it tomorrow night, man. Shout out to my brother King Els. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the clowns, you know what I mean, man? Hey, listen, man, support Black Male Media, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineering. Tell your friends. Tell them to come on in. You did. HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. I strongly suggest that y'all read that and learn this, man. I mean, I strongly suggest it, man. I strongly suggest it, y'all. Won't cost you a thing if you got your own printer. But I would even say go ahead and print this document out. And when it comes to, like I always say when I speak on this subject right here, people really think I'll be making this up, man. Like people, this is how I know people don't do their due diligence, because people really think I'll be making this up. And when I say they think I'm making up HR 1955. Seriously. And I said, man, I'm a smart, intelligent guy, right? You hear me? I'm a very intelligent guy, but I'm not that level of intelligence, man. That one ensued that it's some evil on it with that though. You know? You dig? And when it comes to HR 1955, y'all, man, this is the legislation right here that's going to be used, right, to enslave even further. Right? This is going to be allowed for Big Brother to come into play. And that's a fact, right? Gotta box cleverly with your language when you traverse through the unintelligent artificial intelligence in the YouTube streets, right? Yeah, I'm about to say, ain't no damn conspiracy. There's a lot of conspiracies going on, but this ain't one of them. Tell you that. It ain't no conspiracy when shit is right in your face. You did. At that point, you just denying reality, which a lot of y'all have no problem doing. Brethren, sister, go get this document right here. Go get this legislation. I don't care if you don't ever subscribe to my page. I don't care if you ever tap in and walk with me. If you do anything, if you listening tonight and you tapping in, if I was gonna tell you to do anything, right, outside of reading scriptures to develop a personal relationship with the Most High, listen, man, read and study HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act, 2007. Literally the last thing. I mean, literally the last thing. Literally the last thing Bush signed into law before he got up through and Barack Obama came through. Like literally. You know what I mean? I want y'all to go study HR 1955. Right? And get the full severity of why I speak on this in the way that I do. Why did I sit up here and break down every last 17 sustainable goal? You know? Real, man. I challenge y'all to go read this legislation. I challenge y'all to. It's like, I'm not saying none of y'all, but a lot of people, it'd be funny to me too, because I'll be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of flattering a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of like, huh? You know? And I'm going to keep it real with y'all, man. It's a beautiful thing when you see that light bulb go off in somebody, when you see that spark go in their eye, when they get it, right? It's a beautiful thing, man, but, you know, HR 1955 is what y'all need to be reading. Yeah, for most people it was, man. All right. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate all the support. Everybody tapping through to see what's good with me and what I'm talking about with my wild, crazy self. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to basically enlighten y'all, bring to y'all's awareness, right, what's going on with this here stuff I be talking about, man. You know, anybody who found value in what I'm talking about, I find value in you. So appreciate all the support, man. And I keep telling y'all when y'all on this YouTube and you doing real stuff nowadays, man, It ain't easy. But I don't want an easy pause. Right? Indeed, I come from the mud. That's where I come from, Jack. You feel me? Like a rose in the concrete. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all better go study HR 1955, man. I ain't joking about that. Y'all definitely need to do that for sure. Strongly suggest y'all do. Listen here, man. Appreciate everybody coming out. Right? Could be anywhere in the world, man. You did. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man.
Let me get to it. Glitch, nigga, for shit I do on these beats, nigga, I'm legendary. Niggas get to acting like bitches, okay, they Tyler Perry. Hide the women and kids, shit about to get very scary. Sticky bandits, freak while you home alone like Marvin Harry. Up in smoke for real, nigga, I'm blowing heavy. Rolling up be all that I need, it be my method Mary. All my niggas be locked and loaded, we mercenaries. Type of gas I got in this blood will make your vision blurry. I'm in the clouds a lot, I make the pilots worry. Turns out the shit is my fight song, like Katy Perry. Ready for war, soon as I hit the door. I'm ballin', nigga, I'm Kobe as soon as I hit the floor. Taking every shot, shoot that bitch till I score. Hall of Fame bars, I'm Barry Sanders and more. The way I spit this shit, you niggas better take note. The guarantee, when you see me, know I'm up in smoke. Here's the lesson learned. We roll that fire, light that fire, then we let it burn. Up in smoke, nigga, losers gotta wait they turn. We set the city on fire, nigga, court adjourned. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke.
I ain't trying to hear that BS. Please spare me a lecture. I was made to be a diamond because I was born out of pressure. My dad was a G, but the drugs got the best of them. Some grind on their own while others might invest in you. Just long as you plant the seed and grow it like a vegetable. Everything will happen when it's supposed to, like a schedule. Every day I thank God and try to add another decimal. A pretty face is cool, but I need an intellectual. Making moves in silence really speaks to highest decibels. They always said the loudest in the room was the biggest fool. When I go up in the booth, close my eyes and see the visual. Not butcher boys, but trust me, it's about to get critical. John's, yeah, we slid a few, knocked them off casually. You claim you on my level, but really that's a fallacy. You still waiting on handouts, that's such a travesty. You're not even amongst my stars, let alone the galaxy.
Here's the lesson learned. We roll that fire, light that fire, then we let it burn. Up in smoke, nigga, losers gotta wait they turn. We set the city on fire, nigga, court adjourned. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke.
Sick positioning, running shit commissioning. You ain't seeing us, not sure what you're envisioning. We still winning, you in danger and it's imminent. Bunch of sticks outside, walking like picketing. E&E on fire, man, we sizzling. Leave the scene flickering, damn, they're sickening. No witnesses, damn, all that soliciting. We pack a rainstorm, man, you niggas drizzling. Still riding hot like cars, no air conditioning. Yeah, still blowing loud pack while you whispering. Handicap flow, leave them crippling. Sick discipline, all in my penmanship. How you rate your bars? Insignificant. I stand behind my bars like imprisonment. Wish to guarantee 2020 C division. There's nothing to lose if you always win.
Here's the lesson learned. We roll that fire, light that fire, then we let it burn. Up in smoke, nigga, losers gotta wait they turn. We set the city on fire, nigga, court adjourned. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke, let that bitch burn. Now we up in smoke.